It's arm day, so I'm excited. I was gonna take like an active rest day, but then I don't know. After I got some food in me this morning and chilled for a little bit, got the other video edited and uploaded, I was like, actually, I feel pretty good. Like I can go lift, no problem. So, well, at least arms. So we are gonna go lift, do 30 minutes of cardio afterwards, then do another 45-minute workout outside, and then call it a day. So definitely feeling good. So the cut yesterday wasn't too hard. I wasn't even really that hungry. So like later in the evening, I was like still at only like 1,700 calories, but I had not hit my protein goal yet. So I forced myself to eat just to hit that protein goal. So I went back from 1,700 to I think it was about 2,100. So a deficit, and to get that protein goal in. But maybe that wasn't the play. Maybe I should have just stopped at 1,700 and went to bed because I wasn't hungry, but I forced myself to have more. But I don't know. I feel like it's more important to hit my protein goal than, you know what I mean, than to be like, oh, in a complete deficit or whatever. I feel like the protein goal for me, it means more to hit it. But plan is just go in there, crush arms, get out and recover. And I gotta talk about this more. So the reason why I'm able to lift almost every day is because I recover properly. Like my nutrition's good, my protein's good, my rest is good, except for my sleep. Right, I don't sleep very well. But my hydration, like taking the electrolytes, food. And most of the time I'm just chilling for the rest of the day, and I'm working on school or I'm doing whatever I'm doing online, playing games. So it's like I can do this every single day and recover properly. So if you have someone who, say, has more of a physical demanding job, you're probably going to have to take more rest days from the gym, right? You just want to listen to your body. So like for me, I just listen to my body. It's like I'm like, do I feel like I need a rest day? If I don't, then you know what I mean? And a lot of people, then I'll just go work out. And a lot of people tell me that, not on YouTube, but on my TikTok side of things, which I think is going to get banned again. I don't think we're going to have TikTok around much longer. And I don't think that might not be a whole bad thing, to be honest with you. But, for example, on TikToks, I'll get comments on under my videos and be like, dude, you can't train every day. Like you're missing out on gains. And it's like, well, dude, right now I'm in a deficit, so I'm not going to gain muscle anyways. And another thing is, it's like, wait, I just listen to my body. And you might not be wrong. Like, yeah, you probably do need rest, but I don't think you need unnecessary rest days. Like, I don't think you need to plan, hey, Monday or Friday, Saturday, and Sundays are going to be my rest days. Like, I don't think you have to necessarily do that every week. Like, I feel as long as you're good and your muscle feels good, there's no soreness, there's no, like, nothing feels wonky, there's no little pains, there's just not, like, you feel just like normal. I feel like you can hit it again come day 4 because it's rested for 3 days already. You know what I mean? And you guys can go back and look at some of my old videos. And once I started training every day and not taking unnecessary rest days, my arms and my muscles just blew up compared to when I was taking good rest days. So it's like I don't think they're necessarily a needed thing when you're doing everything right and proper. Like I just don't feel like I need them. So if I still take them, I just meaning I don't think you need to take them like all the time. Like you're taking unnecessary rest days in my opinion. But that's me. But I'm more doing this for my mental health, right? So this helps me more mentally and everything like that, and physically to keep up with my neuropathy, right? Because if I if I start slowing down, and just for example, say I start taking like 3 rest days a week where I don't even get out and do cardio, my leg will become like way worse. And then I'll have a harder time walking. I have a harder time getting moving, and it takes a while just because that nerve is so damaged in my right leg. I got to keep it moving. And it hurts when I'm moving. Trust me, it does. But then the weakness gets so bad. It just gets like so weak, and like it sucks. And so for me, for example, I got to keep pushing. I got to keep pushing every day. Like I cannot have set rest days where I absolutely do no type of cardio, no type of any type of like physical activity. Like I gotta still walk my 10,000 steps. I still have to do all these things to make sure my leg keeps up and my right leg doesn't start becoming weak and numb, and like it's numb and weak still, but meaning it gets worse. So the pain level stays about the same, but the numbness and the weakness comes on way worse if I stop moving. So for example, if I took a week off from everything, say I went on vacation, and that whole week of vacation, man, I was just lazy, laying around on the beach, not doing much, and say I was still just in like calorie deficit, still losing weight though, my leg would get so freaking weak. The time that I'd come back to the gym, it would be like you set me back like a couple months. And that just has to do with that neuropathy and the nerve damage I have. So that's just how my body is. So I have to find my 100%, and this is my 100% now. So it's like I have to stay at my 100%, or my leg's gonna start getting really weak, and then it's like I'm set back 2 or 3 months. So, but it works for me. I mean, you guys can see my build. You see how much muscle I have on me, and I'll get people that are like, "Oh, but dude, your muscles would be so much more, even bigger right now if you took so much more rest days." And I'm like, I don't think so. I really, really don't think so. Because there's some people in the gym that has been going to the same gym that I have been going for 2 years. And this is not me being like an asshole or trying to brag or anything like that. But there are some people that have gone to the same gym as me for 2 years, and I surpassed them, like muscle wise, everything wise, and they take multiple rest days a week, and sometimes they're taking like 3 or 4 rest days a week. So I surpassed those people that were taking the rest days. So you can't sit there and tell me, hey, your training style is wrong. And it might be wrong to the extent of like becoming a professional bodybuilder, but as just an average day person that's just trying to put muscle mass on and trying to get ripped and just have a good physique, I'm not going to compete. So it's like I really don't need to put on, Sam Solik style muscle mass, or you know what I mean. But it's like the way I look, it's like I'm already better than 98% of people in the world, if that makes sense, right? The ones that don't go to the gym. So it's like, man, the muscle I have on me, I'm happy with, and I'm gonna just keep training every single day if I don't feel like I need a rest day, just because it helps me so much mentally. So, but that just goes to show you guys, when you guys get into, going to the gym and you guys get into all this stuff, it's like you'll see these things like, oh no, it's best to do this, it's best to do that, it's, this is blah 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 blah. Man, the best thing I ever did was stop listening to all that. Try things that I liked from each bodybuilder or influencer, and kind of make my own thing, you know what I mean? And just kind of play around with what did I like, what I didn't like. And when I started, really watching Sam Solik, it was like once I started following a lot of like what he does, like I said, that's when my muscles started taking off. That's when I started seeing real like results. Was like I started taking a lot of like what he does and implementing it into my stuff, and that's when I started taking off. So I don't know. I just take, even with what I'm telling you guys, take it with a grain of salt. Take things from influencers, go try them in the gym. Try it for a couple months. If you don't see results or you don't like it, throw it out the window. Try something else. So that's what I did. So it was trial and error, and I decided to start listening to Sam Sulek more, or like not necessarily listening to him more, but starting to follow more of his style. And that's when my body just was like, boom, we like this. And so that's another reason why I started making these videos that are, obviously inspired by him. Just because, right, I have a lot of fat to lose. And I went on a huge, weight loss journey. And still on a weight loss journey. He came from, so we're different in that way, where he didn't have that experience of being like very obese and coming from that, right? So that's why I started doing it this way, was because I want to show you guys, if you're very obese and if you start listening to Sam and kind of take his advice and train like him, you're going to see crazy results. That's what's been happening with me. And one thing that really stuck with me was when he was really driving dude, you can eat, if you take someone who eats 1,800 calories of just donuts, junk food, whatever it is, and then you take another person next to him and he eats nothing but 1,800 calories of really healthy food, they're both going to lose weight. And then if you take the guy who's eating all this like healthy, nutritious food, but he's over his calories, he's gonna gain weight, versus the guy who's eating nothing but donuts but staying in a calorie deficit. And he really helped me start looking at, there's no bad food. And this is what really started helping me lose that 92 pounds I've lost so far. So I started looking at food and I'm like, it's just a numbers game. It's not really, hey, this food's horrible for you. It's like, nutrition wise, right? We're talking about nutrition wise. It's better to pick more nutritious food, right? But in a bulking and cutting context, it really doesn't freaking matter, right? So it's like, I can sit there and eat McDonald's, I can eat Taco Bell and lose weight as long as I'm in a calorie deficit. It will make it harder in the extent of you're going to be more hungry. So you'll find yourself later on and you're just like, man, I just had McDonald's, but I'm just freaking starving. I just had 800 calories. What's going on? Versus if you just had 800 calories of chicken and vegetables, and you'll feel the difference in your stomach for sure. I'm not saying all that doesn't matter, but in a bulking and cutting context, it really doesn't matter. If you go and get some Wendy's, you can have Wendy's as long as you just stay in your calorie deficit, right? So it really helped me lose all that weight, and so I wanted to start really helping other people who are in their weight loss journey, who's struggling with the way that I struggled. I wanted to help them. So I wanted to make all this content, backdate everything. And then too, people who've been through massive injuries. Man, when I got hurt at work, it was horrible. It sucked. And my ankle, man, it was just destroyed. But this isn't medical advice, right? Listen to your doctor as well, but also take with what they say with a grain of salt, like I did. So I was just my doctor didn't want me in the gym, man. He was like, hey, I just want you just resting on the couch and all these things. And I was like, I wasn't getting better. I was getting worse. And I talked to my pain doctor and I was like, dude, I'm getting worse. And I was like, I can't just keep sitting on the couch like the workman's comp doctor wants me to, man. And he was a workman's comp doctor as well. And he's like, well, I can't tell you to fully go against your restrictions, but he's like, you should still be in there training upper body, a little bit of lower body, still trying to walk, still trying to do things. And I was like, and he's like, I'm giving you pain medicine not so you can just sit on the couch and be lazy. He's like, and not be in pain, but he's like, to help you kind of push yourself so then you're not feeling pain while you're pushing yourself, but don't overdo it because obviously you're going to hurt yourself again. And so I think where I was at was it sucked. So and I'll talk a lot more about this. I might even just do a separate whole video on this, but Dude, they were like telling me I wouldn't be able to hike again. I wouldn't be able to run again. My career was done with. Like, I would never be able to pass a police obstacle course. They told me so much stuff, and they gave me like really crazy restrictions after I was done with it. And I'm working on getting it changed now so I can get back into like working and stuff. But like right now, they have me not using no stairs, no ladders, no lifting more than like 20 pounds, and like this ridiculous stuff. So if I go find a job, I have to tell them those restrictions, which obviously you guys see. I'm better than what those restrictions are saying. So, anyways, and I proved them wrong. Like, they're like, you're not going to get better. Like, this is it. And so, taking the pain medicine and not sitting around on the couch, but instead pushing myself every day in the gym and just keep going and going and going. I'm way better off now than I was when they just kept telling me to just not do much. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying take with what doctors tell you with a grain of salt, because you can always be that miracle, or you can always be that exception where it's like no, look, I beat the odds, and you can always be that. So but yeah, I'll make a whole video about that, because that was rough to get through. But we're gonna get in here, get this arm day started. I'm gonna sit here and listen to some music, get pumped up, and let's get in there, go hard and get hard, right? So let's go get a good pump. See you guys in the gym. Okay, we're done and warmed up, so it's time to start going for the harder sets. Ugh. 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 Okay. I don't know if I can do 50 sides right now. Let's see. Alright, we're almost done. Alright, let's see what we're looking like today. I'm going to do things differently today. So instead of another car talk, well, it's going to be kind of like a car talk. I'm going to show you guys my like Forerunner setup and stuff. We got a really good pump, man. Like, look at this. Oh, it's not doing it anymore. It was doing it out there, but look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. See how it's getting more defined in there? Heck yes, man. It's getting more defined in my arms. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, my arms are getting more defined. Awesome. This is what we're looking like. Got to go do 30 minutes of cardio, and then I'll see you guys kind of back at the vehicle. I'm going to kind of do things different on this video. And yeah, so I'll kind of see you guys back in the Forerunner, but just kind of differently. You guys will see. So how I'm doing this video kind of differently is I'm just showing you guys my setup in here. So here's my bed, my fridge. Obviously my electronics are not fully all in here right now, but normally I have my computer, my Xbox, all that stuff hooked up. But since I'm not in full on travel mode and I'm hanging around my mom's most of the time, I'm not full, like I don't have it like fully finished right now. But normally when I am doing full on traveling and I still sleep in here, all my electronics are in here, everything's all hooked up and it's all ready to go, pretty awesome. But like, there's no excuse, right? So I got my fridge and I got all my cooking stuff. Normally I have something back attached to the back of the Forerunner for like my kitchen, my outside kitchen. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys kind of this setup in here, and there's no excuse. Like, I don't need to eat out, right? I don't have to mess up my weight loss journey just because I'm living out of a vehicle or whatever I'm doing, right? Or traveling full time. So it's like you got a fridge, your cooking stuff, everything. There's really no excuse. And this goes to show you, like, I'll have all my stuff in here, like my scale, everything to weigh everything out. And just keep on grinding, no matter what your situation is, you know. So the plan is this whole section here is going to be something that I'm going to build out something pretty cool in this area. And so this whole section is going to change up here come springtime before I get back to traveling more. And then, of course, my TV, my Xbox, my computer, all that's going to get set up in here as well. Cooking, whatever I want to do. So it's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited. So I do have solar battery systems under the bed platform and on this side to power everything. So that's how I power everything. And then I have a tent on top, as you can see, for an extra if I want to use it or not use it. So, but yeah, so I just wanted to kind of show you guys this setup right here. I'm changing up a lot of stuff with it, and it's coming along. It's gonna be pretty cool. Let me see. Let me make sure I don't have it on completely dark. Oh, I do. My bad. There you guys go. So it's a pretty cool setup. I really like it. It's really comfortable, and but yeah. So there's really like no excuses, man. Like if you really want to lose weight, you really want to get fit, you really want to get healthy, no matter what you're doing, if you're living in a car, you're traveling, whatever you're doing, you just got to make it happen. And you guys can go back and look at some of my older videos, and you guys can see some of the full-time stuff that I was doing. But more of this stuff is going to be coming to this channel as well. So I'm going to be showing you guys a lot of my traveling content. We're going to be fly fishing a lot and stuff like that. So it's going to be really cool coming up spring, summer. Some of the stuff I have planned for this channel and integrating it with gym and weight loss and keeping up like on fitness and all that. So it's going to be pretty cool. And we're going to have some really cool outside workouts in the mountains when we're camping. We're going to do some really cool stuff on this channel. So I'm really excited for it. And all that stuff will be coming this spring/summer. So it's going to be cool. I think it is. I'm really excited for it. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to do something different. Show you guys this kind of like setup, how I got going. And but yeah, I guess I'll just see you guys on the next video. And then tomorrow, I don't know, tomorrow's supposed to be legs are still feeling, I think tomorrow's supposed to be legs, I don't know, yeah, I gotta double check, but I'm still feeling, my legs are kind of exhausted from all the cardio. So tomorrow might have to be a rest day from the lift and just do cardio. And maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll do some type of cooking out of this vehicle tomorrow. Maybe we'll do that. So we'll see how it goes. But we'll see you guys tomorrow on tomorrow's video.